One. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are chiming in from around the world. I am Coach JP, your new marketing director, and I am excited to share some amazing information with you about travel and vacation. You know, a lot of us love to travel. A lot of us would love to see more of the world. But you know what? Sometimes when we look at cost, that becomes like a mitigating factor to keep us from traveling as much as we want to. Well, what if I told you that there was a possibility for you to be able to spend up to 60 to 70% less over the cost that you see on the internet with Expedia, Priceline, and Travelocity? What if I told you that now you could potentially take a vacation to Thailand 2.5 times for what they're charging for one vacation on those sites? See, back in 2002, most of you may not know it, but back then, we actually booked our travel through travel agents. Now, a lot of you, you don't even remember travel agents, but once upon a time, we actually did. Well, three visionary men, and I'm going to introduce you to them momentarily. They actually had this idea to create an online platform. They realized that travel was going to go online. That's what was going to happen. And they wanted to get a jump on it where they could really actually provide you and I with the opportunity to save and the opportunity to earn money. So today, those are the two things that we're going to talk about, because if we flash forward to today, where do we book our travel? Online. We book our travel on our phone. Well, I'm going to show you how you can not only save significantly, I'm going to show you how, if you're a nonprofit organization, how you can create some serious, fundraising revenues for your organization. And I'm going to show you how to make some significant extra income, some part-time income. I'm going to show you things like dream homes and dream yachts and vacations. I'm going to show you how to create a significant residual income for you and those that you actually love. But before we talk about income, I've got to just kind of give you one bit of a disclosure. See, one of the things that I love, right? One of the things that I love about our platform is very simple. Now, grandmother put it best. So I'm going to summarize this the way grandmother would tell you if you were about to start to earn income with us. She would say, baby, you can't just talk the talk. You got to walk the walk. As a matter of fact, my young people would say, you can't just talk about it. You got to be about it. In other words, if you become a part of our platform and you don't want to follow the system or you do nothing, you can expect that kind of income. But for those of you that would join us and go to work, oh my God, the sky is actually your limit. So we're going to talk about travel and vacations, why everybody loves it. Have you ever wondered what is the best business to open? Well, family, when I share with you that travel did $8.1 trillion, $8.1 trillion in 2017, it's going to be like, it makes sense to be in travel. So I'm going to just have you dream with me for a little bit, okay? 8 days and 7 nights. Like, where would you go? Would you go to Rome? Would you go to Paris? Would you go to Vegas? Would you go to Colorado? Would you go to on a cruise? Would you go down to Bora Bora? You know what? The beautiful thing is, because of the way we're going to show you how to save in travel, it really won't matter where you want to go. You're going to be able to go for less. See, because those of us who are already members, we have a private membership. So what I want you to kind of think about think about Sam's Club versus Walmart, right? BJ's versus Kroger. In other words, we can buy the same Cheerios in Kroger and Walmart. However, but when we're private members, those same Cheerios cost us what? Less, because we're in a private membership. Well, see, you and I now will have the opportunity to go where we want, when we want, with whom we want. Vacation travel, business travel, everyday travel, it really just does not make a difference why you're traveling. The beautiful thing is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whether you do it right from your phone, from your internet, from your tablet, or your computer, you have the guarantee that we have the lowest possible price. We back it with a 150% lowest price difference guarantee. So let me share with you what you're going to receive when you join us on tonight. Not only will you receive this platform, so if you look over to your right, this is the very platform that you're going to receive. Family, you're used to booking your hotels, your cruises, your car rentals. You're used to booking your flights. Well, we even have something called weekly stays. We have a marketplace where when a hotel or a resort wants to dump inventory, guess who gets it first, right? We even have a place for you, those of you who have timeshares. But you're going to find that with your very own wholesale VIP private. And let me put a pin in it real quickly, because a lot of you are wondering, okay, what does she mean by private? what Coach JP means is this. See, when you're shopping on Expedia, Priceline, Travelocity, and these different sites, what you're doing is you're shopping from a retail space. Now, in a retail space, you're going to pay what we call the higher price. That is the consumer price. And oftentimes, you may have seen, you know, Expedia say, okay, we're giving you 20% off, or we're giving you 15% off. But they're giving you 15% off of what we like to call the big price, the retail price. Now, our prices are quite frankly so low, they cannot be advertised on the internet. Because of an agreement called parity between all of the online public sites, they all have to keep their prices like this. Have you ever noticed that you'll click on Agoda and go to Priceline and then Booking and Travelocity and Orbitz, and all the prices are high and tight? Well, let me tell you, we have an algorithm that will literally read all of their prices. When you type in where you're going, when you're coming back, and you hit search, now you have several things that are working in your behalf. A, we have 500% more internet on your hotels, your cruises, your condos, your car rentals. We have 150% price guarantee. We guarantee you the lowest prices with a full-time concierge. Listen, let me tell you what, we give you cash back on your cruises. You can get free vacation with reward credits. When I tell you unlimited bookings, we have the ultimate travel membership. So let's talk about how it would actually work for you. And let's take a journey down to Disneyland. And most of you know that Disney is the #1 travel destination in the United States of America. Well, when you're looking at this, family, you're looking at the big price, Expedia, Priceline, and Travelocity. Family, that price is $1,641. But look at your membership price. Look at your membership price, or what we would like to call the little price. You're going to keep $943 right there in your bank account, where you can use it to spend on your family. Because listen, y'all, once Expedia's got it, it's not coming back. Y'all get that, right? Once they have your extra $943 because you did not use your membership, they're not sending it back. How about if you looked at Rome, family? Listen, this is one of the best places to travel. All of the scenery, all of the view, all of the food, all of the fun, all of the fashion. Well, you have two options. You can continue to pay Expedia the bigger price at $1,337, or you could choose to keep $812 in your pocket. And you know, when you pay that $1,337, it does not include taxes and fees. Your $525 with us does. For those of you who are taking notes, I want you to write down 244 customer savings. I want you to just write that down. I'm going to circle back to that in just a minute. What if you were to look at Colorado, family? Now, I am not big on cold. I am not big on skiing. However, it's beautiful, especially when we can get a 2-bedroom cabin for 4 adults for only $299 and a 4-star for 7 days. It only makes sense. I mean, where do you prefer your money to be? I mean, quite frankly, on Expedia's bottom line or in your pocket? You know, it's interesting. One time I asked a young lady, I said, you know, I was talking to her over the phone and she says, well, you know what? I don't know if I want to book through your platform because I've never heard of you before and I need to do some research. And I said, well, baby, that makes perfect sense. You probably research all the time. She says, well, yeah. I said, well, then tell me, who owns Expedia? See, it doesn't matter who the savings is coming from. If the savings is the same, if you're buying the exact same room in the exact same hotel for the exact same check-in and check-out dates, does it matter to you seriously how the savings came to be? I mean, have you ever walked into Macy's and said, before I'll take the 75% off the lowest ticketed price sale, I need to meet the manager that reduced the cost? Absolutely not. So family, what we're sharing with you is how you can get the exact same vacations, the exact same trips that you've been wanting to buy, but now you can get them at wholesale pricing. Now this is my dream destination. Have you seen the over-the-water bungalows where a portion of the floor is carved away and you can look right between your eye, Nemo, right there in the water, see the marine life? Well, there are going to be people in a bungalow right next to yours. Same check-in date, same checkout date, but they would have spent over $6,700 before taxes and fees. But look at your cost. Now, I don't know about you. Don't you have to fly to the South Pacific? Wouldn't that extra $3,222 savings be perfect to purchase your flight to Bora Bora? Of course it would. See, we're looking at everything, family, even down to cruises. We've got all 17 different cruise lines. We've got yachts. We've got sailboats. We've got river boats. Listen, all of the fun. You see, 444 reward credits. As a matter of fact, everything that I just shared with you has reward credits. And think about that particular price, all the food, all the fun, all the dancing, all the theater, all of the shows that are on a cruise. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And I don't know about you, but I kind of need to be on that ship right about now, right? Let's look at even rental cars, family. And we were just recently in Miami. We looked at a 7-day rental. I mean, think about the quality of the car that you want to rent, right? Does it make sense to you to give away $424 when you can spend $268? Keep that $156 on your bank card. Use that for gas. Use it to fill up the car when you bring it back. I mean, grandmother used to say to be a good steward of your money. My grandmother would squeeze a dollar until it hollered. You hear what I'm saying? So we're sharing with you an ability to do the same thing. Now, remember I told you you have all of this at your fingertips. So I'm going to pull up my app as well. And see, you go right into your iOS, Play Store or your App Store, right? And you can literally pull this app up. And family, now you have access to member prices in the palm of your hands. We're talking booking everything. But in addition to that, we have reward credits. See, when you stay at Hilton, you'll get Hilton Honors reward credits. And when you stay at Westin, you'll get theirs. And when you fly with Southwest or United, you'll get theirs. But they never come together so that you could use them. And they also run out within 2 to 3 years. But watch this. See, you're going to double dip, because when you book your hotels, those reward credits will go into your reward vault. And those reward credits will last for 10 years. Your cruise, they will last for their 10 years. Your rental car, those reward credits will go into that vault and last for another 10 years. So in other words, what you're going to be able to do is just like Charlize. Charlize had gotten to a point where she had 210,000 reward credits, 210,000 reward credits. And when we went to Brazil just recently, she was able to purchase round trip airfare for she and her husband. Round trip airfare for she and her husband. And she was able to use her reward credits and only paid $33 for those flights. And I don't know if you know that round trip airfare to Brazil is not an inexpensive thing. You will be able to do it. And let me tell you something, the trip is a whole better when your $3,300 or $3,400 is in your bank account. Now, for those of you who are wondering, are you guys like, did y'all just come up with membership? No. As a matter of fact, we looked at American Express. They own a company called Inspirato, right? But we found the things that they did right, and we mirrored some of those. But the things that we felt like were not that fair, we deleted those. And some of the things that we thought were not fair was these price points, $10,000, $20,000, and $30,000 to join, plus $3,400 a year. That's $283 a month just to maintain the membership. You know what? I jokingly said, listen, if I spend $30,000 on a membership, I need to orbit Earth, right? But this makes sense to us. And so what I want you to do, I mean, we're having a lot of fun, but I want you to think real seriously. Does this make sense? Does it make sense for you to pay less for the exact same thing that you were going to pay more for? To get the exact same hotel room, the exact same cruise line, the exact same, condo, the exact same, beachfront property? Does it make go on business and everyday travel? Be able to book as much as you want. Let me give you a real live example. Tanisha Williams, she's a great friend of mine. And when she purchased her membership, within a couple of days, she booked her flight to London. Her cousin sings as Tina Turner over in London. And so she booked 4 flights. Those flights were $1,200 on United and on Expedia. But because she was a member and because she caught it at a great time, because we don't guarantee flights, write that down, right? She was able to save $600 per flight for a total of $2,400. Plus, she saved $400 in baggage fees. That's over $2,800. The room that she had booked with Expedia, she canceled it, and she booked it through her membership. She only had 1 room for 4 people with 2 beds. Now she ended up with a 2-bedroom suite, 4 beds, 4 people. She saved $1,400, $4,200. Since then, she's booked to go on a business trip. She's booked to go. Booked a rental car. She's booked to go on another training with us. Over $5,000 in savings just since she purchased her membership. Does that not make sense? And what I love about our platform, and one of the things that we did not take from that company who's charging people $10,000, $20,000, and $30,000 for a one-time membership, is that our cost of our membership is only $299, and you got an exclusive wholesale travel and vacation membership. And remember, ours is exclusive. You cannot Google our prices. You have to be a member to see our prices, just like you have to be a member with Sam's Club. to experience their prices. And look at our monthly subscription fee, not $3,400 a year or $283 per month, but only $59.95 per month plus processing. You'll see $63.54. That's it. But Coach JB, how can you do that? Because we have a company that has an algorithm that is going to be fair with you. While the other companies online are being unfair, we've decided to be fair. But you know what? It gets even better than that. Because one of the things that Tanisha and I were thinking was, oh my God, this would be perfect. But is there any way to get rid of that fee? Well, here is our answer, Tanisha. Yes. As a matter of fact, we have a member referral program. So if you referred, for example, Scott, Hector, and Michelle, right? Because they're like, girl, I'm not trying to pay those prices either. Let me know what you did. I want to do the same thing. Well, when 3 people say yes to your platform, and yes, I want to be a member as well, you're not building a team. You just share it with somebody that, listen, I can save money. I want you to save money too. So let me give you an example. Rhonda last year wanted to go to Jamaica, right? She wanted to stay at the Grand Palladium, and there were 7 couples going with her. 7 couples. But they're like, well, Rhonda, we don't want to pay the Expedia price. We want to pay the price you're paying. So she shared with them how they could own their own membership as well. She became 3 and free. She's not a recruiter. She just wanted them to go with her on her 50th birthday party. So family, you can do the exact same thing. But it gets even better. Not only do we have the ultimate membership for you, we have the ultimate platinum membership. And I love this membership platform because now you have not just your membership. I mean, the membership by itself is fantastic. If you never did anything else but travel for less, life is lovely. But the ultimate platinum membership gives you that wholesale travel platform so it doesn't go away. But now you have a travel agency as well. Now, here's a fun fact, right? Young lady on my team, her name is Andrea. Andrea had someone, just message her in Messenger and say, hey, could you book 200 people on a cruise for our church? Now, she had just got started. So she began to take the travel agency training because she wanted to book them through her travel agency. Significant commissions there. And I often pick with her. I said, Andrea, where'd you do your travel agent training? She said, my kitchen table. I said, oh, so you're a kitchen agent, right? But either way, it's a lot of fun. Plus, we have an unlimited customer program. And you know what I love about our company? Is they're so confident that with this platform that if you decided to work and travel, you could earn income. They'll back this platform with 100% risk-free guarantee. So we're talking about infinite possibilities. And it's a one-time upgrade fee of only $200, just one time. Because JP, is the monthly payment the same? Absolutely. So let's look at our platform. First things first, I want to ask you a question. If your success was guaranteed, like if your success was guaranteed, what would you do? See, our company wants you not to worry about it. See, because with our unlimited share, save, and earn program, you literally have the ability to have a platform where you're going to be issued. See, our happiest members are our platinum members, literally, because we have this link. All of us have this independent link. My link will never be issued again, and neither will yours. Your link has never been issued before, and neither has mine. But the company says there is a way for you to earn income quite like Expedia. So you follow a simple system. Here's what you do. You share your link with 10 people every single month, minimally. In other words, the company is saying, we'll give you your money back after a year, but you need to at least try. You got to at least try, right? Not just start something, sit down for a year and come back. No, try. They say give away 10 every single month. Guess what? Whenever your customers save, we're going to give you 60% of whatever they save. And guess what, family? If for some reason after a year you say, you know what, I'm not happy, the company will refund you everything that you've invested into your Vortex Platinum minus anything that they paid you. That is a 100% risk-free guarantee. Now, here's the fun fact. Remember Tanisha? Well, Tanisha was referred by Andrea. Andrea is the mother of Tanisha's cousin that sings in London. Andrea was my cousin Sylvia's 7th customer. Andrea booked for London and saved money immediately. So the company knows that if you at least share your link, this is what will happen. Somebody's going to book something. So your customer will go and they will pull up. They've got to sign up because, again, you can't Google this and find it online. They have to get your independent link. They have to sign up, first name, last name, email, password. And guess what? They become a full customer after they verify their password, their email. Well, they go online and they decide, I want to go to Orlando, and they look and they see, Lord, I can save $511 by booking with my best friend here. But then they want to verify, because we're all from Missouri. We're all from the, what we call that state? Show me state, right? So they go online and they literally compare the prices. And lo and behold, yes, I can save $511. They book it. They save $511. But guess what? The next month, the company sends you a check for 60% of what they say. The company sends you a check for $306. What would it be like to go to the mail and open up a check because somebody that you handed your link to took a trip that you didn't know about? See, the company understands that if you just send your link out 10 times a month to 10 people a month, right from your back office, somebody's going to travel. They're going to save and you're going to earn. But see, recently I've been working with, and it's interesting, for the last 6 months, dozens and dozens of nonprofit organizations, real estate agents, fundraisers, alumni associations, foundations, theater. There's even a Girl Scout troop that I'm working with, pastors and bishops, ministers, evangelists, dozens and dozens of people who are in kind of a nonprofit fundraising need, right? I've been able to bless. And we've been able to help them because we've got this platform. So our champions, this is what we've been able to share with them, is that let's just say you have a ministry, right, with 1,500 members. Let's just say you have an association with 10,000 members. Maybe you have a nonprofit organization, and your nonprofit organization has 80,000 members, or maybe you are part of an alumni association. I know my college alumni association has well over 175,000 members. So let me share with you. So if you're in that capacity, whether you're a small business owner or whether you're a minister, whether you are a nonprofit organization or whether you are part of one, we just did some rough mathematics. What if only 20% of your member base took one vacation this year? Just one, not all 1,500, 10,000, just one. And they only save $50. That's it. Do you realize the power of what you have your hands on? Let me share with you why our pastors and ministers and nonprofit organizations are so excited. Because what they're going to receive in funds that are donations, that are funds that come back into their organizations, you see them right there. This is not with people saving $500. This is with them just saving $50. How many nonprofit organizations, how many of you, your church, have members that travel all the time, but they go out to Expedia, Priceline, Travelocity to book their travel because that's all they know? Well, we have a very professional letter that will go out that will literally share with your members and your organization, of your donors, your contributors, your congregation. We have a private link now. And before you go to Expedia, Priceline, and Travelocity, we would just ask that you would book your travel through us, because when you do, whatever you save becomes a donation back into the house, and you will be able to save 85 to 90% of the time. How magical is that? How many organizations could use an extra $9,000, $60,000, $480,000 this year? So you're seeing something amazing, and it's not just for you. There are organizations that you're affiliated with that need this information. Family, when I say to you, congratulations and welcome aboard, we talked about travel. We talked about the power of travel, family. And literally, you have an opportunity to bless an organization. But I'm not even done. I'm not even done. Family, I want to speak to you about the power of travel. We want to talk to you about business, because if travel and vacation is something everybody loves, if it's the largest industry on the planet, does it make sense to make travel your business? I mean, if everybody loves it, and if you're looking to do, as grandmother say, not have all your eggs in one basket, what makes more sense than an industry where it never sleeps? Family, Warren Buffett said it this way, and I was speaking yesterday to a couple of young ladies with one of my gold friends, and both of these young ladies needed extra income. And one of them has 4 children. She has a senior, a junior, a freshman, and a 6th grader. And she said, Janice, the last thing that I want to do is to leave them more to go out and make that extra $500 or $600 a month that I needed to earn. And I shared with her that, there is a way that you can create $1,000 a month and literally work from your home. Hire your children as little employees of yours. And literally what you pay them can become tax deductible. See, Warren Buffett said to increase your wealth, you have to start a business, not go work for somebody else. That increases their wealth. But he did put a litmus test on it. He said, see, the things that you like to do should be a hobby of yours. The things that the world does, that should be a business of yours. Well, family, what is the world doing? The world is traveling. And this particular group of gentlemen right here, Pastor J. Lloyd Tomer, we call him Coach, Scott Tomer, his son, and Dr. Christopher Coakley, they are responsible for over $3 billion in travel. So I share with her, I'm going to be able to show you how to be, one of those persons who's received multiple of the $40,000, $1,000 bonuses that they paid out. There's even a way, family, to earn $10,000 bonuses in this platform. There's a $50,000 challenge in this platform. Family, there's even a way for you to actually earn, because there's already 100 of them, become $1 million earner in this platform. But Coach JP, how does that all come together? Because it sounds phenomenal, right? It does sound phenomenal, but this is how it comes together. See, first things first, if you're going to go in business, you have to go where money is being spent. If you look at the numbers, my grandma used to say, the numbers don't lie. Math speaks for itself. $8.1 trillion in actual revenue in 2017. Who knows what it did in 2018? So these three gentlemen took the world's largest industry and they added it to the world's best compensation plan. Now, we call it the perfect business for a reason. Because when you think about what would be the ideal business, wouldn't it be one where you work from home? Wouldn't it be one where your business is open 24/7, even if you're not awake? Wouldn't it be one where you could get paid for doing what you love to do anyway? One that you set your own schedule, you can be your own boss, the business works around your schedule. Now, for me, I loved my employees at my dealership, but I will promise you that I love having a business where we're all colleagues, we're all collaborating, we're all partners, where you have unlimited income, where you have coaching right there in your cell phone every single day for your first 60 days. And then you have coaches that never go away, where you can create multiple streams of income. And quite like myself, you don't need experience. You've got mentors who are going to grab you by the hand. And we're going to walk you step by step by step through the process. And because you're going to be in business for yourself, did you know that you're going to have write-offs that you don't have today? One of the interesting fun facts is that in 2017, the laws or some of the tax deductions and benefits were changed. And one of the things that was enhanced was what you and I as business owners get to write off of our taxes. So, but before I actually go into the perfect business, see, what I'm talking about right now is this business tracking system. With this particular business tracking system, family, because the company is going to send you a 1099 at the end of the year, it behooves you to track all of your expenses. Why? Because a lot of what you're spending now is tax deductible. So I'm going to share with you, I want to just share with you really, really quickly, the benefits of a home-based business.
Business income. This is the fun part. Business income is strategy 2. Strategy 1, your money must go further by creating a positive what? Strategy 2 is business income. Business income is taxed at a lower rate. The net effect of having a business is that you pay between 18 and 23% taxes instead of 28 to 33. So you were paying 28 to 33, now you're paying 18 to 23. That means now you get to pay yourself first because you can spend money now on your what? Business. Give you guys an example. They say if you don't have a home-based business, just take $20 a day and throw it out the window. Now I want y'all to really understand this. If you don't have a home-based business, you're overpaying taxes by about $500 to $600 a month. So some of you guys are gonna walk out of here a home-based business with a strategy. I'm gonna bring up some people and give them some checks. They earn checks from a home-based business. And if you don't have one, here's what you're doing. I'm gonna think about it. 20. I'm gonna pray about it. I'm gonna research it. I gotta go talk to the wife. I gotta go talk to the husband. While you praying, thinking, researching, talking, just keep throwing 20s away. Because that's what it's averaging you for your lack of knowledge on capitalism. $20 a day. The tax savings alone put $500 to $600 a month back in your what? Pocket. Net. So when you leave here today, While you thinking about it, praying about it, tomorrow it's going to cost you $20 to think about it. That's not a big deal. Talk it over with your husband. Talk it over with your wife. That's not a big deal. Tuesday, y'all still thinking about it. You only wasted $80. That ain't no big deal. Pray about it. By the time Sunday comes, you need to pray about it. Next Sunday, ask God if this business makes sense. Ain't no big deal. You up to about 140, no problem. If you got it like that, I need to be doing what you're doing. Now, hold on one second. So while you thinking about it, just remember this. Every day that you don't, the average per day loss, I'll be on taxes, $20 a day. If you don't have a home-based business, I'm not pressuring you. I'm giving you the real deal. $20 a day, go.
And you know how people say, well, I'm doing really good because I've got a really good job? The more you make, the $20 a day goes higher because they pay more taxes. That's right.
So if you got a really, really good job, you need to really, really get a business. Everybody got it?
Sound presentation, so let me get rid of him because he'll keep talking. But I'm excited, guys. I'm so excited about you understanding the tax benefits of a home-based business. So now let's do this. Let's dive back into the presentation, because what I want you to understand is the power of what we have, which I believe to be the perfect business. So let's look at that. So first things first, what are we going to do now? Yes, it makes sense. Yes, I'm excited. Yes, I want to get started. Yes, I love the fact that it's only $20 to launch this side of the platform. And yes, your first 30 days. See, here's what we're going to do. See, we've got everything mapped out. What we want to do is help you to earn a fast start bonus by referring 7 platinum day sales in your first 30 days. Well, here's the beauty of it. When you bring in your first 3, you're going to earn a $30 commission for each of those persons, not to mention at $150 fast start bonus. That's over $240 right away. But as we continue to work with you, and we're going to do the heavy lifting for you. You're going to invite people to presentations like this. We're going to do presentations for you, whether it's in your home or at a coffee shop. It does not matter. But once we have enrolled your 7th one, you're going to earn a $1,000 bonus. That's a total of $1,440 in your first 30 days in business. Now, notice that you are now something that we call a what? What do you see that is? That is a team builder. You are a team builder, and you'll notice that you earn $50 per person now. So that is the $30 that you were earning before, but now that you're a team builder, they will pay you an additional $20. Because you're a team builder, that's $50 per person. But now that you're a team builder, something magical happens. Remember I mentioned to you about those $40,000, $1,000 bonuses that the company has paid? Well, the secret to our business is very simple. You remember we also talked about you referring 3, and when you refer 3, you're 3 and free. Well, that's the secret sauce to our company. Help everybody get rid of that monthly subscription payment. And every time, family, 7 sales falls into your team builder network, the company is going to pay you a $1,000 bonus. So you may actually enroll your first 4 people after you become a team builder. And this first young man, Mike wants to be a travel agent. And the couple in the middle, you know what? They own a nonprofit organization. The young lady beside them, you know what? She's a student. She just wants to share the link and make some extra, easy cash. And the young lady on the end, maybe she's a real estate agent or she owns her own business. Either way, that's 4 of your 7. Well, the first young man, Mike, refers 3 people. He's now 3 and free. But your 4 plus his 3 equal what? 7. That paid you, if you look over to the left, a $1,000 bonus. The pastor and his first lady, they hit the quick start bonus. They get it done in their first 8 days in business. They're 3 and free, but that's 3 of your next 7. So let me put a pin in it. Notice that you didn't refer anybody else. And I'm going to show you that every time 7 sales falls into your team builder network, whether you did the work or not, the company's going to pay you a $1,000 bonus. See, as you continue to help people to get 3 and free, to get rid of that monthly subscription payment, some of those people want to be builders, some of those people want to be travel agents, some of those people just need the membership, some just want to share the link. The company doesn't care. Every time 7 platinum sales falls in your team builder network, the company is going to pay you $1,000. And the fun fact is this, is that when your network hits 100 sales, the company's going to pay you $10,000. When your network hits 100 sales, the company's going to pay you $10,000. But this is what I love about the company, and I shared this with the young lady on yesterday. You're not limited to one of anything with Surge365. As a matter of fact, the more people you and your team bless to be 3 and free, the more times your organization will hit 100. See, those $10,000 bonuses are unlimited. Now, here's another beautiful thing. Let me ask you a question, right? I understand that just like the young lady yesterday, there are a lot of people that an extra $500 a week would really mean something to them. But let me ask you this question. Will you or anyone you know be interested in knowing what it would take to earn an extra $50,000 in the next 100 days? Because if that is the case, then family, we want to show you how to do exactly that. We have a 100-day, 100, new SBA $50,000 challenge. 100 new memberships in 50 days will pay you well over $50,000. Maybe you have a medical procedure that your insurance company won't pay for. Maybe you don't have health insurance. Maybe you have debts that you need to pay off. Maybe you have a parent that you need to retire or you need to take care of. Maybe you have a roof you need to put on your home, a child you need to put in private school and need special tutoring. The beautiful thing is it doesn't matter why you need it. The fact is that I didn't have an opportunity to do that at any of the jobs I ever had. I don't know about you. None of my jobs said, hey, if you did a certain amount of work in a certain amount of days, we pay you an extra $50,000. I was excited to know that I could do that inside of this platform. Family, so when we look at your first piece of residual income, what I love about this is you don't even have to be a team builder. As a matter of fact, this could be part of the first 3 people you ever enroll. But what if we could guarantee you $500 a month? How many people out there lives would be changed? Did you guys know that bankruptcies are filed because most people are $300 short in their budget every single month? Well, here's what we're going to help you do. When you first enroll your first 3, that helps you to become 3 and free. But now what your goal is, remember, we're going to pay it forward. You're going to help your 3 become what? 3 and free. And so when you do that, now you have 9 more people on your second level in your organization. Now we want to do what with the 9? You already got it. You want to help those 9 become what? 3 and free. Well, when you have 39 people in this structure in your organization, the company is going to pay you $500 per month for maintaining that structure every single month. That's $6,000 this, is that 6,000? $6,000 this year. Could you pay off some debt? Would that help with private school? Would that help with daycare costs? Right? It's a very powerful platform, but guys, it gets even better. Let's just give you a recap first of the Team Builder Network. Every time you personally refer, $50. Somebody on your team refers, $20. Every time platinum sales network, $1,000. Coach JP, what if they're not platinum? What if they're the Vortex or they're the membership? No problem. Just remember, for one of those, for every 1 platinum, you need 2 of those. That's all, right? Guys, you get a check match, meaning if you help somebody on your team make $100, the company pays you $100. They're a team builder, you're a team builder. You help them make $1,000, the company pays you $1,000. As a matter of fact, my mentor helped the young man by the name of Nick Pagano make $1.2 million. He made $1.2 million over a span of years, right? Listen, every time you have a generation of team builders, for 6 generations of team builders, you will actually earn through infinity on each one of those generations. Not to mention residual income. We'll talk more about that in a minute. But remember that monthly guarantee. Just by helping 3 who get 3, $500 a month, every single month. But family, it gets even better than that. And I know you're thinking, I don't know how, but it does. And you don't have to understand all of this your first run. You just have to be excited enough to say yes to what we're sharing with you. See, we have the Ultimate Director Program. And in this program, it is unrivaled. It is unrivaled. Nobody has this particular platform. Nobody has it. But when you get to a place where you are a brand new director, right, and you have over 250 members in your organization, congratulations, Rick Reese, Aaron Dawson, Sharonica Robert Jack, and Miss Kelly Jennerette, and to myself, because family, this particular platform pays you $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 every single year, just for being at a director's level. We get the jacket and all that fun stuff, but we want to get you there. That's the place we want to get you. What would an extra $1,000 a month? Now, mind you, It still includes the income we were just talking about. That does not go away. Well, what about when you get to the place where you're at marketing director? That's level 2 director. The company's going to ask you to choose between a Dodge Charger and a Dodge Challenger, any color in the world you want. Well, as long as it's white. But here's the beautiful thing. They're paying you $2,000 every single month. They're paying the insurance on the car, right? They're paying for the taxes out and licensing fees on the car. You just what? You're driving the car. That's level 2. Level 3, as you continue to bless more people, I want you to understand, the only way you move through the comp plan is when you're willing to reach down and pull somebody else up. You get that, right? So if you love people, if you like blessing and helping people, this is the right platform for you. At level 3, Mercedes CLA 45 AMG, Jaguar XF, BMW 428i, $4,000 per month, every single month, plus everything else we talked about in the previous slides, right? When you get to level 4, family, you're going to get to choose between the presidential Rolex, the fur coat, and diamonds, the dream vacation, and the boat. I'm going to put that watch right on my wrist. I don't know about you, but it's optional. But I want to put a pin in it right here. $8,000 a month, every single month. This is not money that you have to go re-earn. This is money that you have qualified for because you have been a blessing. You and your team have been a blessing to hundreds of people. And Robert Kiyosaki said the definition of rich is when there's more coming in that you don't have to work for anymore than you actually have going out every single month. See, we don't have to be millionaires before we're financially okay. How many of us just don't want to stress about any bills anymore? How many of us want to pay stuff ahead? How many of us don't want to juggle between the lights and the gas? How many of us are doing okay? But we want to keep doing okay. Or we want to do more okay. But I'm not even done. How does the commercial go? But wait, there's more. As a matter of fact, family, as you continue to move through the compensation plan at level 5 director, we're going to ask you to choose between the Lamborghini Huracan or the Ferrari Portofino. 2-door or 4-door Bentley. You just got to make a choice. The company's going to buy the car. These cars, they're titling to you. They're going to title the car to you. $12,000 a month plus. And I remember, thinking, where could I go and get a job that would offer me this type of opportunity? And I've looked on Monster.com and Indeed.com, and I don't see anybody, even with the higher executive level positions. But we're at home. I'm at home. You're at home. And we're able to create this kind of income at home. Family, $12,000 a month plus the vehicle. This one, you're going to have to buy another garage, another house, or not buy another garage, but buy another house with another garage, because now you've got to park yet another vehicle. The Rolex is on your wrist or the fur is on your back, whichever you prefer. And the BMW, the Jaguar, the Mercedes is still in your driveway as well. In addition to that, family, when you get to level 6, a $1 million cash bonus. What if it took you 10 years? I mean, think about it. Where do we go? And in 10 years, just by being a blessing to other people, have an opportunity to earn a $1 million bonus. And here's a fun fact. Pastor Good said this. He said, before you even get to the $1 million, he says, I've done the math. You're already a millionaire. I said, I know. He says, how is this possible? I said, a pastor wrote a compensation plan. See, Pastor J. Lloyd Thomas wants to make sure that there were 1 million financially independent households. 1,000 financially independent households. We can't how much one should be earned per month, but I kind of already slipped and said it. But he wants that by December 2020, and he's doing everything he can to get it. Family, at level 7 and 8, when you get to level 7, the company is actually, I'm going to offer you the opportunity for $1 million vacation home, a $1 million yacht, or $1 million motor coach. That is tough. I'm going home. At 11, in that $12,000 bonus at level 8, they're going to pay $100,000 a year guaranteed for 10 years. If something happens to you, that's guaranteed for the total of the 10 years. But you know what's also a blessing about this particular opportunity is that any of the residual income that you earn will pass down not just into your first generation to your children, well, first to your spouse or significant other, then to your children and your children's children. And I kind of read somewhere that we're kind of supposed to do that. So you've just seen an amazing opportunity. You're probably saying to yourself, quite like I said to myself, right? I'm sorry. I wish it was that. Quite like I said to myself, you're kind of saying to yourself, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Could it be possible? And I remember not believing it 100% until I drove to Atlanta and I saw a young lady by the name of Tashana Richardson. And they handed her the keys to a brand new Dodge Challenger. They handed her the $2,000 check, plus a $10,000 check and another $2,300 check and a $500 check, over $15,000 one Saturday at the Crown Plaza in Atlanta, Georgia. And I remember thinking, you know what? I can believe. Because she had been displaced from her home just like I've been displaced from mine. It made me an instant believer. But I was also one of those people, family, that thought, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before. But I want you to know, we really want to teach you what to do. Those same mentors that grabbed me by the hand and walked me step by step, we're going to do the exact same thing for you. We'd rather you be a clean slate so that we can teach you what you need to do. So don't worry about that. You may be like me. I was working 3 part-time jobs and I'm saying, I don't have time for this. And I had to say to myself, Janice, you're working 70, 80 hours a week. You're so busy earning $30,000, $40,000 a year. You can't scrape away some time to earn $40,000 a month. I had to have that conversation. Now you talk to yourself, you got to pluck that little guy off your shoulder. And I had to say to myself, based on what they told me, if we use leverage and a team, then it's not just based on me. Does that make sense, guys? It's not just based on you. It's based on what you and us and others can do. Then I remember thinking to myself, well, I don't have the money. And I know a lot of people, you know what? They say, I really don't have it. And for a lot of people, they don't. But remember, there are 2 other platforms. You can start at the $199 or the $299 and upgrade. But the beautiful thing about this platform is this. I would say figure it out. You know, I would not, like I almost did, let the business of a lifetime, the future of a lifetime, the income of a lifetime, the income that's going to allow me to take care of my mom and dad. I would not let the startup cost stop me. I would go down to the pawn shop like I did. I would borrow like I did, right? To make this happen. And at the end of the day, family, it doesn't matter if you want to just travel, be a travel agent. It doesn't matter if you just want to share the link, right? It doesn't matter if you just want to, if you want to be a builder. You know what? It doesn't matter. The company doesn't care, right? We want to say to you, get started today. So what's your next step? Well, your next step is to get back with the person that invited you to this platform. If you see this as an amazing opportunity, put yes in the chat. Just reach over there into the chat and say yes. Just reach over there into the chat and say yes. So the person who invited you to this platform can immediately get back with you. And maybe you have some questions. It's okay to have questions. But the person to answer your questions is the person that invited you, not Cousin Ray Ray and them. Does that make sense? That's the person you want to answer your questions. Maybe you're going to need some time to get started. It's okay. If you say, yes, I want to get started, guess what we're going to do? We're going to start helping you get prepared for the day that you're financially get started. See, because you could be like me and you need a few minutes to pull it all together. But once you got it, you got it. So get back with the person that invited you, family. It has been my absolute pleasure to share with you. Listen, I know that there are people out there, you have loved ones that you care about. Please don't let the excuse of anything stop you from taking care of your grandmother who may, for all you know, be skipping medications to turn a 30-day supply into 60. Don't let anything stop you. And remember this, when God brings something to you, right, the universe is wanting you to bless other people. Please don't walk away, because there are people right out there right now that we need to help, and we'll be able to help them through you. You are that doorway to hundreds and thousands of people who may never, ever see this opportunity, but for your yes. So say yes, everybody. I'll see you on the beaches of the world. I will see you at the bank. God bless each and every one of you. Let's just get to the top, family, because quite frankly, the bottom is just a little bit crowded. Have an incredible rest of your day, and we'll talk to you very soon. Good night.